everyone. Today's video is going to be slightly different. I am preparing for an NQT interview. I received the tasks yesterday, which was Friday, and they are due Monday and my interview is Tuesday. So my weekend is really going to be prioritizing that. Obviously I can't spend all weekend on it because I have to prep for other things during the school week, but I'm trying to give myself a kind of deadline because I know I overthink and I could spend all weekend on this. So I hope you will enjoy this video. It might give you some tips if you are also going to be applying for NQT jobs or you are currently applying, just on what I do, the process I go through to prepare. Some of these are obviously going to be very dependent on my interview, especially the tasks, but some things like going through, hang on, my interview questions, preparation type of thing, hopefully they'll be of benefit for you.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my achievement list. It's not a to-do list, so I'm crossing that out. It is an achievement list. The first two things are related to the interview that I'm currently preparing for. I have an EYFS data task where I've just been given some anonymous data and I need to try and analyse it, explain who I'm going to target and why. The other task I have is a year 3 lesson plan for a short 10-minute task for a small group of children. I don't know how many yet. And of course, it is super important. So I've written a little reminder to myself to remember that if you feel overwhelmed, breathe. What I'm working on now is kind of trying to get my head around the EYFS data. I've never analysed this before. I didn't really have the opportunity to look at it during my training year, so I'm currently just trying to get used to the abbreviations, kind of give a reminder to myself of what I'm looking at. So what does NSA mean in the SEN category? What does SED mean when you're looking at the baseline data or targets? That kind of thing. I think by doing this, hopefully it's not a waste of time, but by doing this, it's kind of giving me an idea of what I'm looking at and will hopefully help me decide who to target later on.
So we just went for a walk before it starts getting colder and darker. I think it's really good to always take a break, even if you feel like you're going to get behind or something like that. It's really important to just breathe, and now I'm having a bit of sugar. So a little energy rush, calm relaxation, then I'm going to get on with it. It's the next day. Sorry I didn't really update, but I thought I kept working until 5 and I thought there's enough montage of me typing. So I just thought I'd leave it there, plus it gets really dark really quickly. So I kind of felt my concentration, well, disappear once it hit 5. I'd been staring at the screen too long and I decided to just stop. Had a nice relaxing evening, had a lovely dinner, that kind of thing. And actually, for me, that is huge because I know I talk a lot about teacher well-being and things like that and work-life balance, but I've actually always been really bad at that. And so this is a journey for me too. I found that normally I would work every single minute I had, let's say to prep for exams or to prep for interviews, because I thought if I fail or if I don't get that job, it's because I didn't work till the very last minute, or I could have spent those minutes chilling, doing something productive. So that's actually a huge thing for me. But I just found that when I was writing, I had to do a data analysis task and it just wasn't going anywhere. So today I came back fresh mind. Of course it took me a while to kind of settle in and get back into the swing of things, but I actually wrote it, no problem. I've kind of proofread it. I'm going to leave it a little bit so I can come back to it in a few hours with a fresh mind and think, okay, would I change anything? But for me that's huge, so I wanted to share that with you because I'm quite happy with it. You see, it's like, it's just gone 2 and the sun's already setting. What is this? I finally have done the data analysis, which was what was taking me so long. So that's 2 nice things off my to-do list. Well, 3 actually. I'm going to work on practicing interview questions today and tomorrow because I don't work Mondays. And then I've got all the year groups prep for my French lessons. So it has been productive. I'm kind of happy with how I am and where I am in terms of my preparation. It is always nerve-wracking, but I kind of think I'm trying not to stress as much as I normally would, because when I stress I get overwhelmed and it's, you know, one thing leads to another. Whereas if I try and keep calm and keep a positive mindset, hopefully I will be a little bit more, not rational in my thinking, but I think sometimes when you're kind of stressed and then you get something wrong when you answer a question, you suddenly think, oh, I'm gonna fail. So I'm trying to keep calm. And actually, oh, this sunlight is doing lovely things for my hair. But yeah, so I need to actually tick some of those things off my to-do list because they're done, which is lovely. Then I'm going to look at my interview questions. I'm going to revise it slightly. I need to look a lot more into the school, because last interview I had, I did look into the school a lot, but because I had looked at so many schools, I started to doubt my answers and think, is that this school or is that another one? Or I just forgot them. So I really need to nail that, essentially. While I was waiting for my memory card to do some things on the computer though, I did just have a sing-along, so I'm, you know, feeling really happy. Also, I will show you a quick outfit of the day. I was wearing a jumper that doesn't quite go, but I've got this really cute skirt. It's actually not that long, goes up to there. And then I've got this really cute shirt. It's kind of frilly with a tighted waistband, and it's got, well, it should have a little knot just here. And I really like the collar too. I think it's kind of cute. So that's a nice teaching outfit. I still need to decide actually what I'm going to wear for my interview. That's a very good point. Sorry for the lighting, guys. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a little more detail about how I practice or how I prepare for interview questions. Now, I did these quite a while ago, so I probably am going to add some more questions that I've been asked in the past that I didn't previously prepare for. But for now, I thought I would show you what I've previously done. So what I did is I had some commonly asked questions in the blue, and around that, like a spider diagram, mind map, whatever you want to call it, I would have some pointers, some kind of bullet points on things I could mention. So for example, number 1, what do you think are the characteristics of an effective teacher? So I don't know if you can read my handwriting, but we have things like building on prior knowledge of the children, understanding the academic, social, personal and emotional needs of all children, the teaching standards, and be able to give examples for each. So teaching standard 5 is on differentiation, teaching standard 7 is on behaviour management, 8 is on deploying staff or communicating with parents and other staff. Number 1 is about a safe and secure environment, that kind of thing. Always mention pupil progress. So the characteristics of an effective teacher: promote and create pupil progress. Super important. In terms of your attitude, are you professional? Are you kind? Are you approachable? In terms of your passion, do you know about pedagogy? Do you have a passion for working with children? A passion for personal interest and for educating children and letting them learn? Talking about your knowledge, so key stages. Do you specialise in Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, EYFS? Are you flexible? In terms of subjects, again, pedagogy, behaviour management strategies, also special educational needs, that's important. And then I would kind of do this for every single question. So I'll just read out the other questions. What do you think promotes good learning within a class? Talk to us about safeguarding, including prevent. I also have, what do you think effective feedback and review look like? And for this, I wasn't actually sure what it meant. So I had an answer for teachers and for pupils. As a class teacher, what does successful assessment look like?
How would you go about ensuring that all your lessons are engaging and motivating? Why do you want to work at this school? That's quite commonly asked. Even in PGCE interviews or SCIT interviews, they ask that in terms of their provider. How do you know your children's next steps? Which again, you can link to assessments, reviewing, feedback, that kind of thing. What I wanted to do was try and have unique bullet points for every single question that I could kind of interlink in case I forget one answer. I could kind of then, for that one, for example, link it to assessments and talk about what effective assessments look like, or what does good, helpful feedback look like in order to ensure pupil progression, that kind of thing. Then we had, how do you approach dealing with a class who refuse to respect you? And then, yeah, look, blank canvas for the rest of it. Okay, so it's nighttime, so I'm on a different setting. Apologies if it's a bit weird. But now I'm just going to ring my boyfriend and we're going to go through some interview questions, because I think this is the best way to settle my mind. If I can improvise these on the spot with him, then I will feel comfortable doing so with them. If I kind of mess up when I'm doing it with him, I kind of think, okay, I really need to practice, I'm not ready, I can't do this. And he's normally great in reassuring me that I can do it. So in my mum's nice warm jumper, we're gonna get practicing. It is the end of the weekend. Whew. So yes, we will see how the interview goes. I'm kind of excited but nervous. It's like my body starts to react and then I get nervous because I'm like, why is my body so nervous? But anyway, we will see how it goes. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I feel like, I don't know, I'm really cozy around it, but I feel like it's nice to see a more personal side to me and my life rather than just me always sat in front of the camera kind of offering you tips and things like that. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed it, please like it so then I kind of have an idea of whether I should continue doing things like this. If you do want to stay around for more teacher content, then please press the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload, and I will see you soon. Bye. Thank you for watching.